Beautiful Bainbridge Island, pearl of the Puget Sound, is a small but fetching bedroom community nestled in the moist shadow of busy metropolitan Seattle. Accessible by water, this marine oasis keeps the back door open for visitors by motor car. From the ancient shrine of the red-lipped frog, over hill and dale, through Emerald Glen, all the way to the bustling, vibrant commercial center in Winslow, this hamlet is happy home to artists and homemakers, doctors and lawyers, teachers and farmers, as well as captains of industry and community organizers. Where's the cultural and intellectual heart of this effervescent whistle stop, you might ask? Banks are important. We can't live without a grocery store. But recently, scientists have proven that the most important brain nutrient for a healthy intellect is, that's right, movies and movie stars. So it's no secret where our search will lead us. For 75 years, the historic Lynwood Theater has nourished 4 generations of healthy movie fans and keeps our island culture in top form.
My wife and I have lived on Bainbridge for 20-odd years. I'm not sure exactly how many, but when we got here, one of the first things we noticed was the Lynwood Theater. Lynwood is a treasure. It's what used to be called an art house in the old days when there were many theaters in a community, and one of them devoted themselves to foreign films, to new films, to film noir, to silent films, and that's the space that the Lynwood occupies here on Bainbridge and for the whole Kitsap County. It's a treasure, and I'm very glad that it's here.
Hi, welcome to the historic Lynwood Theater. Come on in and take a look inside. The first person you meet when you come to Lynwood Theater is Lynwood. She lives down in this lower box office now that we no longer use it. Back in the day, Manny Olson and Glenn Nolta and even Ron and myself had sat down here selling tickets. Many a male patron has told me that she's actually flirted with him before he's come through the theater, and I believe them. These are our new modern facilities that we have here at Lynwood Theater. It was remodeled and built by my husband Chuck in 2002. This modesty panel was practice for when he would go on to build the marquee in 2005. The pictures on the wall were all men, movie stars, until one day a fella came up to me and says, TJ, not everyone who uses this bathroom is gay. So we added a little bit of female cheesecake.
The bathroom renovation at the historic Lynwood Theater, including men's and women's wall signs created in one-of-a-kind art glass, features the rare theatrical ladies' room with multiple accommodations and complete privacy. Lobby decor is replete with original airbrush paintings and authentic movie posters from genuine mid-century American B-movies no one's ever heard of. A sofa and chair suite acquired from an early barbershop and upholstered in bona fide Naugahyde completes the look. Framed schedule flyers from the theater's early years add a piquant accent.
I think everyone knows that the Lynwood's more than a theater. It's a community meeting place. You never come here without seeing people that you know. But it really reacts to what the community needs. Celluloid Bainbridge, with Bainbridge Arts and Humanities, the Lynwood's been there as a real partner through all the years. It's small, it's quaint, it has blankets in the back, everything is so cozy. There's room for you to put your feet no matter where you sit, although there are some coveted seats.
It's such a cozy neighborhood venue. Where else can you get your blankie? And no other theater has stars on the ceiling.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just so cute.
And where can
I
you
love it.
go and enjoy having 100 people singing off key with a film and still have such a good time?
To sing along to the sound of music that we
Yeah.
were talked into.
Great.
The highly qualified staff at the historic Lynwood Theater is handpicked for efficiency, dedication, intelligence, and freshness.
There we go. Ta-da! And he's got decaf. Let's see, decaf is $2.50. Now, let him sit there. Put the cup down. Put him down. Let me show you something. Let him rest there. Now, watch this. This is magic. I love this. Ready? Wait, oh God! It stops all by itself. I love that.
That's pretty cool. Rake it over this. And all the old maids, the little things that didn't pop, they're gonna fall down inside. And that's where they end up. It does burn. You won't die. But don't lay your hands on here. And don't lay your hands on here.
I remember the Lynwood Theater as a place we would go on weekends. The parents would just drop us off, and it was a way of like babysitting the kids. And the Noltas would take care of us. And we'd pay 25 cents and see the movie time news, one of my favorites, and the cartoons, in some feature film. And the girls always sat in one row by themselves, and the boys sat in another row. And of course, we liked the girls, so we threw stuff at them. And Glenn Nolta, being the owner, had a flashlight with 3 batteries, one of those silver flashlights, and he was not afraid to use it. And it kept us straight. As a matter of fact, it did me a lot of good. What the Lynwood has, I think, that the other movies don't have, is a sense of soul. It's got the feeling of community, and the Olsons built it, and people have kept the thing going. I mean, they've remodeled and put some paint, and it's got us in it. It's got the community in the theater, and you can feel it. It's a wonderful place. I used to, for years and years, used to laugh because every time the screen would go up, it would go, week, a week, a week, a week, a week. It felt like they needed WD-40 or something, and it did it for years and years and years. And now it's fixed. But it's still the same wonderful, beautiful little jewel of a theater, and it just feels good.
It's neighborly. You see people, and it's not just another wheel 'em in, wheel 'em out kind of theater. And it has events that are other than movies, so that the neighborhood can be drawn together in like in a community center, community experience.
I grew up in the neighborhood, and Lynwood Center was the center of my world. Coming back and realizing what a gem this is, you don't want it to change. You want it to stay the same. You want it to be that nostalgic place that takes you back, from me, to my childhood, and to others to a place of the past. And TJ certainly does an amazing job in keeping that feel.
Came to a movie, and it was a misty night, a beautiful summer night. We came here, and while we were sitting in the theater, we decided we weren't going back to where we came from. Bainbridge was going to be our home, and I just have that memory. Every time I sit in the Lynwood Theater, I remember that night 20 years ago.
The Lynwood Theater is like probably my favorite place on the island to come and relax and see films, and it's just the place to be for me. It really is. And I do come here. I see most films that come here. I've never seen a bad film or anything close to a bad film. In fact, I've seen a lot of the films more than once. So, you know, this is my favorite place on the island, period.
And the reason we're here is because this place is all about art. We live in France 9 months a year, and every week I get TJ's little announcements on the email, and I say, oh, that movie's showing down the block from us. If Lynwood Theater is showing it, then it's worth going to. And every week I get a little wistful because often there are community events here. So this is much more than a place for movies for me. I love that Dennis Kucinich was here kind of feeling out whether he might take up the banner for Jay Inslee. And there's so many different community events. Without the Lynwood Theater, they wouldn't happen on Bainbridge Island. Then it's small, but I love having somebody come up and introduce every movie and say a few words. And I just really respect TJ and the quality of the movies that they show here.
I've restored an old theater down in Monterey, California, the Golden State. It's a little bigger than this one. It has 1,000 seats. Well, these old theaters are a gift to all of us. And there's not many of them left, and especially the ones that work this way. You notice the curtain, you notice the organ, and it's not because it's a museum. This is not a dusty old place where you go to study something. This is a place that continues a sort of an art form, and when you see a movie here, it's something special. It's not just like watching a big television, and that's what I think we should see as being valuable about this. It's still what it always was. It's a place to have fun, and it's a way to express that the audience is important. It's something different, and it's something really special.
This theater opened when I was 6 years old. Happy 75th anniversary.
Thanks for my first kiss, Lynwood Theater. 14. It's a long time ago. It was bad, but, you know, just like pizza, it's always good.
Happy 70th.
We're going to say it together.
Oh, yeah, okay, good.
Happy 75th anniversary, Lynwood Theater.
In French, it would be Joyeux anniversaire. 75
Mwah!
Lynwood Theater, happy 75th anniversary.
From another old theater guy, I'd like to say congratulations to the Lynwood for just staying here, for just being here and hanging in there. And I hope they're in here for many more years.
I don't care about the movies. I come here for the popcorn. I like the way they put the popcorn in and then the butter and then the popcorn and the butter. It's the best popcorn I've ever had. That's what it's all about here.